Greetings everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. Let's get right back into more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. So, I don't mean to be flaky. I'm so sorry. But I keep going back and forth about what kind of playthrough I want to do when the new update comes out. I know that originally I said it was going to be an Aeon and I did a Hell Knight build for that. But the more I think about it, the more I feel like it would serve me better to just play through the mythic paths that I have not already played through, so that at some point I can give you all a video that kind of compares them all and shows you what is good and bad about each one that you could potentially do. And so considering that, I've gone back and decided I should go ahead and do a demon playthrough. And I don't want to do the demon playthrough with that enchantment build I was using before. I absolutely love that build and I definitely plan to do a playthrough with it at some point. But I just felt like that character really came off as an Azada, specializing in enchantment, being a Kitsune race. It just wasn't a good fit for me regarding demon from a role-playing standpoint. So the question becomes, what kind of character do I roll to do a proper demon playthrough while at the same time exposing myself to some things that I haven't played around with before? And I've decided I want to do a polymorph build using natural weapons. This is something I actually never did, not only in this game, but also Kingmaker. So I have no idea if natural weapons work well in Pathfinder, and I'm kind of interested to find out. So let's see if we can put together a good build for this. I am going to be a Barbarian Beastkin Berserker, human. The background doesn't really matter. I'm choosing Medivian Orphan because you get a +1 bonus on saving throws against demons. And to me, it makes sense that this guy would be effective at killing demons. And let me make a male. All right, we're going to take a 19 on strength, 14 on constitution, 12 on intelligence, and 14 on charisma. And then for skills, definitely want persuasion. I put perception on all my upfront melee characters, so I would take perception. And then to me, athletics makes sense since you're going to be building up strength anyway. Last 2 points, you can put them wherever you want. You do get a bonus on nature, so that might make sense. For your first feat, go ahead and take power attack. And then for your second feat, I'm going to go weapon focus claw. It is a couple of levels though before we really specialize in natural weapons, so this will just be sitting around for a little while. And then I'm going to go with Lamash too, because I do really like in the last demon build that I did, the concept of this character really looks up to Lamash too and deeply respects her rise to power and becoming a demon lord, and basically wants to recreate that same path. Chaotic evil, we're not going to mess around with that. Madman, well, I'll figure out a name at a later point. Okay, so now at level 2, you can pick your first rage power. We could go into Beast Totem and start using claw attacks right from the beginning, but I actually want to wait. I want to wait until I can be enraged at all times. So because of that, I'm going to choose lethal stance first. And then for the level 3 feat, go ahead and go to extra rage power, take animal fury. At level 4, increase strength and continue to increase strength throughout your level ups. Okay, so now we're at level 5, where 2 things should occur. 1, at the end of level 4, you get your first feral transformation, which allows you to turn into a wolf while you're entering a rage. 2, at some point after you turn level 5, but before you turn level 6, you should get your first mythic point. And I absolutely believe that your first mythic choice should be the one that allows you to stay enraged continuously, which means you will have access to natural weapons continuously. So at this point, we should just go all in on Beast Totem powers. And here we'll go with Deadly Accuracy first. Since this only increases your natural armor, Deadly Accuracy is more useful to you. At level 7, go ahead and get Beast Totem. At level 9, get Improved Critical Claw. At level 10, get Beast Totem Greater. At level 11, get Critical Focus. At level 13, get Staggering Critical. Now at level 14, you've got a couple of options. Me personally, I get Swiftfoot because the 10-foot enhancement bonus to your base speed just makes sense to me playing a human that is really more beast than man. But depending upon your party composition, you do have Fearless Rage, which gives you immunity to shaken and frightened conditions. And you also have internal fortitude, which makes you immune to sickening and nauseating conditions. My thinking is you should be in a party that is casting buffs and increasing your saves to the point that those statuses are not an issue at all. But if for some reason you're not in that type of party and those statuses are an issue for you, both of these are worthy choices. I personally do Swiftfoot. And same with Scent, which allows you to see unseen enemies. Somebody in your party should be casting True Seeing, but if for whatever reason you don't have that available to you, Scent is a worthy option. At level 15, get Cornigan Smash, and at level 16, get Lethal Accuracy. Finally, at level 17, get Intimidating Prowess. Okay, so now that we've done all the character level ups, let's go through the Mythic path. Level 1, choose Close to the Abyss, and then get Limitless Rage. At level 2, go into Extra Mythic Ability, and get Brutality Incarnate. At level 3, you can choose your Mythic path, so go ahead and get Demon, and get Master Shapeshifter. For level 1 spells, get Enlarged Person, and the other one can be whatever you like. At Mythic level 4, get Improved Critical, Claw. For your first aspect, get Shear. Then for spell level 2, get Mirror Image. For Mythic level 5, get Leading Strike. Now for your Mythic level 5 demonic aspect, I prefer to get Incubus for the +4 bonus to weapon damage rolls. However, if you're having problems with a lot of people in your party being susceptible to insanity or fear, the aspect of Succubus does provide you with immunity to both of those statuses. So again, it's another way to give yourself some additional protection if your party isn't set up well to be able to protect you from that. But I go with aspect of Incubus here. For spell level 3, get Haste. So now you're at Mythic level 6. Me personally, I would get Power Attack. It's going to increase the bonus damage you get from Power Attack to 5. However, there's still, or at least it seems like they're still kind of working out the AI, but there are definitely some times where melee characters will break away from engagement and try to run to the back line, or they'll run all the way from the back line to the front line, trying to get to your archers and spellcasters. So Ever Ready is absolutely a worthy choice for anyone who's fighting in melee. You might find, especially around this time, that it makes sense to go in that direction instead. But otherwise, if you already have some other people who have Ever Ready and will handle dealing with those type of creatures, I would go with Power Attack here. And then at Mythic level 6, I'd go with Nabasu. For spell level 4, I get Stone Skin. You could choose whatever you want for the other spell. Okay, so now that we're finished leveling up, let's take a look at some of the choices I made and why I made them. So in the beginning of the game, I had you choose Power Attack and Lethal Stance because I feel like you have to focus on melee damage probably until around level 5, at which point we can fully switch over to natural weapons. So then at level 5, we've already chosen Weapon Focus Claw. You're also going to get Beast Totem Lesser, which gives you 2 claw attacks that deal 1d6 damage. Beast Totem Greater is going to increase that damage to 1d8, and it allows the claws to deal ×3 damage on a critical hit. At level 5, you're also going to get Limitless Rage, which is going to allow you to continue to stay enraged throughout all your battles. Improved Critical for Claws, along with Critical Focus, and Improved Critical Mythic for Claws, ensures that your character should be able to crit quite a bit. And then we take Staggering Critical to help us take even more advantage of the criticals we're able to do. Brutality Incarnate ensures that our natural attacks will ignore damage reduction. Master Shapeshifter means that the +4 strength bonus we get from being a bear is actually going to increase to +8. And then Leading Strike means that every single time we deal melee damage to an enemy, other allies will be able to hit that enemy and get even more divine damage done to it. Aspect of Shear is going to give you a +2 bonus on melee attack rolls, and it's going to increase the number of weapon damage dice by 2 and applies an additional 1.5 of the demon's strength bonus to damage from a charge. And of course, we should be charging all the time. Incubus is going to give us a +4 bonus to weapon damage rolls. And then finally, Nabasu is going to give us a little bit more protection, +2 bonus on all saving throws, while giving a -1 penalty to fortitude saves and attack rolls against all enemies. So with all this together, I feel like we're creating someone who should be an absolute monster when it comes to using natural attacks against our enemies. Taking a look at the Demon Spellbook, level 1, enlarged person is definitely going to be useful to you. You shouldn't be using dexterity at all, and that +2 size bonus from strength will come in handy. At level 1, mirror image is really nice. It's going to give you some additional protection. Demonic form, I mean, it's nice to be able to transform into demons, but fact of the matter is this build doesn't depend upon spells, so your caster level is not going to be crazy. And this spell allows you to polymorph specifically for 1 minute per caster level. Whereas the bear polymorph that you get just from your class, as long as you can stay enraged, you'll be able to stay as a bear, which is basically permanent. Flames of the Abyss is also nice. The next 2 attacks, plus 1 additional attack per 5 caster levels above 7, deal additional 1d6 unholy damage per 2 caster levels. At spell level 3, you get access to Profane Hymn, which will give your enemies a -2 penalty on attack and damage rolls, caster level checks to overcome spell resistance, concentration checks, and all saving throws. Your allies would certainly appreciate you casting this. And then at spell level 4, Teleport is really nice. As a move action, you can teleport to any point up to long distance. And now here's a quick look at the character sheet in a polymorph form. Unfortunately, I can't really tell you what's the high level gear for someone who's used natural weapons, because like I said before, I've never paid attention to this before, so I always sold all that stuff. I just gave him some gear I had laying around in my inventory. But if we go into strength, you'll see you'll get the +8 to strength from Wild Shape due to the mythic option that I took, along with some nice stats all the way around. All right, so we got him. We'll turn on Demonic Rage, and then let's see what he can do. All right, and as we can see here, he hit him with a claw attack. And let's see, he only rolled an 8, but it was still more than enough to hit this Act 4 boss. Dealt 47 damage. Intimidate check succeeded. So then he was able to hit him again. And hit him again, except it was reduced. And then hit him again for another 43 and was able to straight up kill him. Not bad at all. So, like I said originally, I've never used a natural weapons character before. So, is this truly viable during the game? Not sure, but we're going to find out when the update finally comes out. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Is this build viable? Do you feel like there's some things I could have done better to make an even better polymorph character? Looking forward to hearing your feedback, and as always, if you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.